The LifeLink Model United Nations program received a great boost last year through support from the United Nations Development Program, UNDP.
I think your debate today is going to be very, very interesting and very, very important. Let me just say that on behalf of the United Nations, we're very, very privileged to be able to support you to have such a model United Nations, and I hope that you do find this beneficial and you take it as a learning experience, and that hopefully one day some of you will find yourselves representing your country at the United Nations itself. It does serve as a model.
The support enabled LifeLink to extend the Model UN initiative to include two underprivileged and deprived communities in Ghana, namely Ningo Pram in the Greater Accra region and Salt Pond in the Central region. Students from the two towns underwent intensive training at the UNDP MTN GOG Community Information Centers. The excitement and enthusiasm of the beneficiary students was amazing, and the desire to learn was overwhelming.
See that the efforts that is being made to bridge the digital divide, especially in terms of IT, is very important. That the students who just have access to just these facilities can make it just like any other persons and any other students in the world who make it to the Model UN annually.
The digital world, the digital age, there is a digital divide, which we all know, that places Africa a little behind other regions of the world. Some countries a little behind other countries. But in Ghana here, we also have a digital divide between certain areas and others. And part of the motivation to cite the CICs actually has been a response to the need to bridge the digital divide. So the CICs are mostly in areas where you have an under-servicing of communities when it comes to ICTs. The case of Ningo, close to Pram here, and Salt Pond.
After the Model UN training process, 10 of them were selected from each of these areas to take part in the National JHS Model UN Conference in Accra, after which 2 of them, who performed brilliantly, were selected to take part in the Middle School Model UN.
My name is Gilda Dosiovo. I think coming to New York is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I hope that everyone also has this opportunity.
My name is Venice Jangba. This is my first time at the United States. Excited about this.
Their transformation was unbelievable after they had undergone the Model UN process, and as they participated in the international conference, they were at par with other international delegates in the areas of critical thinking, speech making and confidence building. They've been so empowered that during their trip to the United States, they questioned the President of the Republic of Ghana about government's efforts to solve problems in their communities.
Some communities like Accra, Esachu, Esamen, all other ones, sometimes even when it rains, they find it very difficult to concentrate. We know that in the remote areas, that is these communities that I've mentioned, they do not have access to all those teaching and learning materials. So for instance, if they are learning about ICT, we need something to represent what they are actually learning. Something should be done for them. Provision of infrastructure and also teaching and learning materials. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm happy you mentioned Accra. It's in my constituency as well, Ekumfi. Yes, we are aware of the peculiar problems confronting Ekumfi, and I'm not surprised that you are highlighting some of them. You will see that some work is going on in the Ekumfi area. We can see that they are deprived, and therefore we have put them in a priority program to make sure that they are not affected by some of the things that you have outlined.
He acknowledged the impact and exposure of the Model UN program had given them.
I'm extremely happy to see you here this morning, and I'm not surprised that some of you have won awards. It confirms our assertion that when given the opportunity, the Ghanaian can rise to the very top.
It is the goal of LifeLink to continually help in the development of the youth of the nation to become global citizens and good future leaders.
Then we will not be talking about the center. We'll be talking about having it in homes. We'll be having it in all schools, having it everywhere. At that point, UNDP will have succeeded in taking it everywhere. And that should be the ultimate goal.